Dr. Douglas Robinson, Camel Podiatry. I'm going to show you something that can be really uncomfortable. Sometimes it's not uncomfortable, but there's a fear that it's going to get larger. It's called the plantar fibroma. The structure that connects the ball of the foot to the heel is called the plantar fascia. It is a ligament, but it's wide, so we call it an aponeurosis, and it should be consistently even with no lumps or bumps in it. Sometimes, for no good reason, I mean, it's part of SH, and when I say SH, that means sometimes stuff just happens. You can get a mass in there, and it feels like a marble. So if you look over here, this is the plantar fascia here. It's tight right here, but there's no bumps here. And if you look on this side, you can easily see this right here. So this is the fibroma, and this is enlarging, and it's uncomfortable for the person. So here's the fibroma. So that makes this foot sad. So the treatment for this, the best way of treating this is a series of treatments where I give a steroid injection, a robust one, and it doesn't hurt bad. I use a cold spray on here, and then I put the medicine directly in that area. And the steroid is going to be supercharged with an instrument that we have that's called Shockwave, or it's also known as EPAT. And that uses sound and pressure waves to percuss against this to help distribute and help the steroid to penetrate to have a softening effect or an atrophy effect. So we usually do 3 of these 1 month apart to get this to soften up. An alternative to this is using a prescription insert that won't do anything to cure this, but it accommodates it. So instead of the orthotic being smooth in this area, we create a deep valley, which you can see the high point right here, and that actually accommodates this so that there's no pressure to that area. So this is a way of managing it, but not working towards a diminishing effect to get that to be smaller. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do a steroid injection. You'll see that you'll see that in a few minutes after I deliver it, and then I am going to do the shockwave. And that's how we're going to treat this plantar fibroma. I think it's really important to do this conservatively, because if you were to have this surgically removed, 50-50 chance it's going to come back. And that's not very good odds to have a 50-50 surgery. So we always do this conservatively but aggressively to get this to shrink down. And this usually will start to occur for people in their 3rd decade of life, but it can be any time after that this can fester. And again, it just comes about. Why? Just because we call it SH, stuff happens. This is the structure called the plantar fascia. Normally it looks like a piece of linguine. It's white. It's the same thickness throughout. And this is what a fibroma looks like. So this is normal plantar fascia right here. And you see this dark area here? That is a plantar fibroma. So I gave her a local anesthetic with a corticosteroid, relatively pain-free. I use a very cold spray so you don't feel the needle. It's really quite comfortable. Numbed up the area and give the steroid injection to this area where the fibroma is. And once it's numb, the steroid takes time to interact to soften the fibroma, and I use an instrument called Shockwave or EPAT, which percuss against this to help enhance the penetration and dispersion of the steroid to help to atrophy this painful mass. So that's what I've done, and this is going to make a big difference at improving her discomfort and shrink this so that she can walk comfortably. Put your feet in our hands and we will take great care of you to resolve something that's lingering. I'm Dr. Douglas Robinson. Please take care of yourself and each other.